When it comes to toner foil printing, the size of your image or your text shouldn't really matter, because in theory, whatever toner you're putting down on the surface of your paper or your card, that is what the foil is going to stick to. So what we've done in this particular page is we've done a large text at the top angel, that's 72 point, working our way right down to an 8 point here at the bottom. Now 8 point is very small. Most people wouldn't go that small, even if they're putting text on an invitation or a card. That is really small. They probably go 12 point, 14 point for wording on an invitation. But we are going to run the 8 point through so that we can see the clarity of the print that we can achieve when we put the foil over this. Now what can happen with very small type is that the middle of the O's and the little dots in the middle of the E and the A and the B can possibly fill in, which actually means what's happening is excess foil is coming off the sheet that we put over the print, and too much foil is coming off, so it tends to then close up those little holes and it makes your wording look illegible. But to get rid of that, all you really need to do is get yourself a dry cloth and then rub it over the surface, and that'll take the little flakes of excess foil away and clean it up, and you should be able to read it quite fine after that. So let's run a test with some foil over this and see what kind of results we can achieve. So as you can see here, we've run some gold foil through on this page, and judging from the result we've got here, the print quality is very good indeed. Right from the big text 72 point angel right at the top, all the way down to 8 point right at the bottom. All of them really nice, open, clear, legible print quality. Nothing wrong with that at all. Beautiful, really, really good print quality. So that just shows you that the image size doesn't really matter as long as you're using a good quality toner that accepts the foil. Then what you put down, the foil will stick to that, and you should get really good, clear print images foiled like you can see right here. Right, I've taken a close-up shot of the last line of text, which is our smallest font size, which is 8 point, to show you what I meant by foil filling in. Now, if you remember, I said that if you're doing very small text or very small designs, it is possible that excess foil can come off the sheet when you're doing the foiling, little flakes, and it can fill in sort of small areas. If we look on the left, the lettering 8 point, the 8, the little dot at the bottom of the 8's filled in. That shouldn't be, that's excess foil that's gone into that little hole. And here on the right, the word R in the dot in that should be in the middle of the A has also been filled in. Look, it's not a train smash, you can still read it. Most people wouldn't even notice that. But it is possible to clean up the flakes in there and make it more legible. If that's what you want to do, just use a dry cloth, rub over the surface, and that should remove the flakes. As mentioned earlier, it is possible for excess foil to be released from your foil sheet when doing your foil printing, especially on small detail areas, when you're doing small text or small designs. Now all you do to get rid of those excess flakes, to clean everything up, is take a dry cloth, rub backwards and forwards a few times nice and firmly, and the friction of the actual cloth should remove those flakes and clean everything up for you. So as you can see there, if you have a look at the 8 point that was filled in earlier on, the little flake that was in the bottom of the 8 has been removed, and the little flake that was in the middle of the A in the word R has been removed, and now it's much more legible. Now if you find some of the flakes are rather stubborn and they won't come out easily, rub firmly. It doesn't matter, you're not going to remove that foil that is stuck onto the toner. That's there, it's pretty permanent. It'll be very difficult to get that off. So don't be shy to rub hard. If you need to rub a little bit harder to get rid of the flakes, that's not a problem. You won't do any damage to your foil print. So that's how you get rid of excess foils that may have come off, especially on small text or small printed images.